I'm J. Carl Ganter, director and co-founder of Circle of Blue, where we're using world-leading journalists and scientists to cover the global freshwater crisis. Collectively, we know the science and the journalism, but the big question that every news organization is asking today is, how do we break through the clutter? To answer that question, Brian Collins and I asked participants at the World Economic Forum in Davos. We set out to shape new communications thinking in a session called Designing Water's Future. What came out of that session is an international initiative that engages the talents of design students around the world to redefine how we communicate and respond to water.
I'm Ric Grefé. I'm the Executive Director of AIGA, the Professional Association for Design, which is the largest membership association of professional designers in the United States and in the world.
My name is Brian Collins, and I'm the chairman of a design innovation company based in New York City.
The value of design is that creativity offers an opportunity to defeat habit. And in fact, habit is what has gotten us into many of these problems because we aren't creating solutions that go beyond what we already know.
Design means so many things, but the definition that I and my team like to use is design is hope made visible. I like that because it means that the ambition has a tangible outcome.
Designers, by looking at global problems, can address them not only because they can improve understanding of what the problem is, but also they can craft solutions that are simple and that are actionable, that are not the mega solutions of the past, but rather the human-centered solutions of the future.
What Designing Water's Future is what we think is an unprecedented design initiative for design students and colleges and universities around the world to come together to solve an emerging global problem around water.
We're challenging the next generation to help us solve this problem of inadequate attention to what is clearly a major problem in the case of understanding fresh water and the needs for fresh water, the needs for access to fresh water, the needs to preserve it, the needs to make better use of this scarce resource.
What I want those students to do is to create such amazing images and amazing communications that that people see water in a whole new light.
Designing Water's Future is fascinating because we believe that design is all about collaboration, and this is a perfect model of it. Circle of Blue had defined the problem and defined the storytelling element of it. How do we make people aware of the human aspect of the challenge over fresh water? Then two other organizations came to bear on this. One is AIGA, the Professional Association for Design, which is able to help engage the design community and also certainly has deep roots into the US design economy. And then AIGA partnered with Index, which is the international design exhibition out of Copenhagen, which has the largest prize for design that improves the quality of life and has regularly looked into ways to solve global but human problems.
And then my company called Collins, which is an innovation design company in New York. And we all came together because we realized that design thinking can address a problem that Circle of Blue has been trying to sort of put on the front pages of the news and get in the front line of global consciousness.
So the four of us are working together in order to find a way to raise awareness of this challenge of fresh water around the world.
My greatest hope for Designing Water's Future is to show how involved, engaged young designers and design students can have a dramatic effect on the way that the world understands this problem. We need new stories and new metaphors to understand this, and I can't think of anyone better than designers to sort of attack this.
I hope that the outcomes of Designing Water's Future will be that there is such clarity in terms of how people around the world understand that this is not only a significant problem, it is also an urgent problem. And finally, it's a problem that can be solved not by others, but only by themselves. And so the awareness itself will be the measure of whether we've been successful.